West Side, worldwide. Welcome to Story Time with OGLA Ron. Please don't forget to smash the like button, comments, and subscribe. Go to the website. Buy that merch. Today, I would like to do a story on a guy that I met that I think is one of the best basketball players I've seen in the Fed system. He reminds me of Andre Iverson. His name is OT, Venice Shoreline, Crip's Coastline.
This is where we had our Crip meetings at. This is where the Venice Shoreline Crips first got started at. Right here in these bleachers when we named the set.
I'm talking Venice to you, baby. I'm talking Venice, baby.
For sure.
What year?
1972.
How did I get familiar with this guy, OT? I always was in the unit with Q-Ball was just passed away. I was to go down to the education and hang out with Black Nut. But my uncle's wife is Vicky Murray. She's from Venice. I know Maniac. I know a lot of guys that was in Roscoe. I know a lot of guys that was in Victorville with us. And just to talk about this basketball culture, I see right now that OT, he's out. He didn't know I was out, but now he know I'm out because I had the life since back in the days. He know I'm out now. And I had been hearing about he had a tennis, sports goods, tennis shoe store on Crenshaw in Manchester. It's called Tilt LA, and I need you to go by there and buy the merch. Tilt LA, Crenshaw, and Manchester. OT, Venice. But to talk about this guy, man, he's one of the most talented basketball players I've seen. He can shoot for any part of the court. He remind me of Iverson, and that played for the 76ers. And as we had the teams in the league in Victorville, we had the Bloods, the Crips, the Indians, the Southsiders. It was a good league. We had the Bay Area, and while we was playing in this league, man, I remember we had the playoffs, we had the championships. We used to get up at 7 in the morning, go out there to 9 just so we can get a couple of games in because this was a big league. And we used to get out there and, man, really perform because, this was our rec. We didn't have time to, to do nothing but play a little basketball because it was hot because we didn't have no gym. And I remember when it was a lot of teams that was undefeated, and while the teams was undefeated, man, I get to come outside, like 4 days a week and really get to see intense basketball. I don't know how this guy became a shooter like that. I don't know if he started when he was in elementary school. I don't know if he started when he was in junior high school or high school. I've been to college. I've been overseas. But I done been to 6 penitentiaries. I done been to 2 FCIs. And I done been around players, man, from North Carolina, South Carolina. I done been around Cuban players, Dominican players. I done been around a lot of players, man. I've been around homie Dirt, Tone, a lot of guys from D.C., Baltimore, Virginia, Texas, Kansas City, man. But this guy, man, they get through the playoff. They get through the regular season. They make it to the playoffs. I don't know if they had a bye or not, but they was playing this real intense game. I think it was in the playoffs, and OT was passing the ball to Dirt, and Dirt was passing to Scott, and Scott would kick it out. Was Scott? He liked it. It was enough ball for all those guys. A lot of times you get teams, man, it ain't enough ball to one ball. It's not enough for all those guys. So when you see OT, Dirt, Red, it was like the big three. And man, these guys would I know this guy, man. Every time he crossed over half court, 1 or 2 steps, he letting it loose, man. And Dirt was a sharpshooter, but this guy would play dudes out there in the morning for money, and they think they can beat him because he was like a regular size guy. I think he was like 6 feet or 5'9", but they thought they can beat him. I even seen him beat Scott for money, for real money. I ain't talking about no petty money. He had a way to, he can talk crazy to you, smack, and make you want to play him. Then he'll beat you. But he launching these threes, man. And one guy he was playing against, this guy was out of Atlanta, South Carolina, and they was like, man, stick him, JB. And JB was like, man, I am sticking him, man. This nigga is shooting from the parking lot, dog. That's when I noticed that this guy was special. Like I said, I done been around a lot of penitentiaries, and he's a hell of a shooter. Now he out, and I was talking to him, and he was telling me about, the different things. He said, Fish, I didn't know you was out. And I heard that he has a mural that's painted about him inside of Venice Beach, because I know they have a nice park up there, because they had the White Man Can't Jump movie was filmed up there, the famous Muscle Beach and Venice Beach. I know that his store is doing good. I hope he get plenty more stores. But I know that one thing about Venice Beach, they have a rich heritage of music performing on the beach. And I always used to wonder when dudes used to say Venice, because I was in 4800 one time with a bunch of guys from Venice. And my auntie and my uncle stayed out there in Venice. He was the only blood out there that lived out there. And they knew that was Vicky Murray's husband. And they made, I don't know if they made White Man Can't Jump 2 out there, but I know that Tina Marie, man, I know she was always from Venice Beach.